there. Nice work, guys. Rental properties can give us passive income. Passive income in life is true happiness. That is money coming to us that we don't have to exchange our time for. How many of you are brand new to all of this and you're excited to get started? I think this is going to be pretty much the entire room. And how many of you have no idea why you're here? Someone just dragged you down with them today? That's okay. We always have a few of those, so I'm sure they appreciate your support. Look, I know it takes it.
Okay, so we are outside of the Hilton Garden Inn in Kennesaw. We just left Than Merrill's real estate class, and we want to give our first impressions about the class for other people that might be interested in taking the class, just so they can kind of get an idea of what they're going to be walking into. Now, this class was free, right?
Free, yep.
This class was free, but there is a catch. So I wanted to let people know. Hold on. All right, so what are your thoughts?
My thoughts on the Than Merrill, I thought it was for an intro presentation into the program. I thought it was very informative on different avenues on ways to make money, but that's part of the catch. It wasn't like any other convention or quote unquote program enrollment that I've been to before. You know, it wasn't a lot of music. They didn't turn it to church.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a good thing. It was real grounded, down to earth. A lot of different walks of life was there. So
there were a lot of different people there. So basically, when we got there, we walked in, we registered, we sat down. I would say it was probably a group of 50 people, 60 people.
Yeah, about 60.
About
people.
60 people.
Close to 100.
It was not Than Merrill himself doing the presentation. It was one of his, I don't know, I guess one of his coaches.
Minions.
Yeah, one of his coaches. So he basically just starts off by, I took notes, kind of going over the basics. Like, to me, this class was more about like the basics of how the process works, but he didn't, not how the process works, more like the step by step, but he didn't tell us, like, I still have questions on how do we get the money? Like, he kind of made it seem so simple, like, oh, just find some sources of money, find private lending, find, sellers, and find hard money lending, find people with cash. But it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like
that was the big catch.
Yeah, the big catch was that he was selling this 3-day real estate program, which goes for $500, but because we showed up, we got a discounted offer of $197. So and you could bring a friend if you wanted to, so it was 2 seats for $197, which I thought was a pretty good deal. But the class was basically like 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And it was a real estate workshop where he's going to go into like more details about everything that he talked about. But I mean, I feel like it was okay. I took a lot of notes.
Right. He makes you take a lot of notes. He engages. He asks you a lot of questions, and he asks you questions that you're gonna answer or say yes to. Yeah. Because they're all common questions when you're living that hamster wheel lifestyle. You're trying to get out of a job. You're trying to start a business on your own. You're trying to create residual income. So he's going to ask you questions on that streamline. But I thought that he gave away a lot of jewels for free. You know what I'm saying? But the most, like my wife was saying, like the most important thing was like where you get the money from, which was the catch. And around that time, that's when he, wanted to get you enrolled in the program, which is not a bad price. $197. You're gonna learn some more jewels. but we don't know what's at the end of that course.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And us being skeptics.
Right.
And
I don't want to walk into a 3-day course having paid $200, and then at the end of the course he's like, okay, we'll pay another $200 and you can have a private coach, or you can have this, you can have that. To me, I felt like nothing beats real life experience. Like, somebody can tell you all day long till their face is blue what you need to do, but if you're not the type of person to take the initiative and actually get started, these classes are not going to do anything for you. And for me, I'm the type of person that I just want to get started. And I fortunately have a lot of experience. Well, not a lot, but I have about 4 years of experience in property management already. And I know people that have bought and sold homes. Devon knows people that have bought and sold homes. So I feel like he gave me the step-by-step, and from there I can go and get started. And any questions I have, I can ask people that I know, or I can figure it out on YouTube, or I can figure it out on Google, or I can ask people at the city of Atlanta, you know. So
I think I think what he was basically saying was, you know, when he got to the contract, selling contracts. Selling contracts. The
contract to contract.
I think he was saying, like, if you do enough of those, you'll make enough money to start flipping houses.
Yeah. If you're really serious about doing this, yes, classes are amazing. Just like going to school, you know, going to school is amazing. Having a degree is amazing, but you have to be the type of person that is self-motivated. You have to be the type of person that is going to go out there and get it and be able to make mistakes, you know, because he said mistakes happen. You will lose. There are times when you could lose money, so you have to be okay with that and comfortable and confident, and you just got to go out there and get it. So I feel pretty motivated. But if you guys would like to know, we did not purchase the 3-day course.
We don't like being sold.
You know,
we don't like being sold. Like, if you know, the class is one thing, but if your material or the education that you have to offer us is worth it, you wouldn't have to sell us. You know what I'm saying?
He did say that he's going to send us more tools that we could use. Like, there was a calculator that could calculate how much of a return you would get on a flip. And he said he was going to send that to us, which I thought was pretty cool.
What? How was he going to send that? Email?
They'll probably email it to everybody. But
I thought that was in the enrollment pack.
It might have been. Honestly, I've been ignoring the emails because this man been sending so many emails. He sent an email like 2 times a day.
2 times.
And I don't have time to sit there and read all these emails. You know, it was another very well marketed class. It was very well marketed. I definitely kudos to him for his.
It was a pretty cool event. It was worth the time.
His materials were very good. The emails have been very consistent. You know, but at the end of the day, if you're not gonna go out there and get it, what's the point of going to class, you know?
Right.
But what's the point of doing any of this, paying attention to any of it? You got to do your own research, because in the city, it's a lot of different things that can happen, you know? You got to know your city.
So if you have any questions, please, you know, hit us up. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up.